What's up, everyone? I have something really exciting to show, and it's not my 16 family. We're actually out here camping right now, and as you can tell, it's snowing. So you can camp whenever, any month, any time of the year. I love getting out. We're just the week before, about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and here we are out in the snow having a good time, getting away for the weekend. Last night we were actually watching the Mike Tyson fight, so that was pretty fun, running it off Starlink. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're actually just north of the Grand Canyon. We actually went out today, checked it out, really cool. So I'm with the 16 family built by MDC. That's with my wife and my daughter. We're having a good time. What else do we have out here? There's this misconception. A lot of people say, oh, a hybrid you can't camp in because it's got canvas during the cold months. You guys, the camera guys, are in the 15. How are you guys sleeping?
Been nice and toasty.
Nice and toasty. Yeah. Have you been toasty, really?
Yeah. No, it got too warm last night.
It got too hot last night. Yeah, so they said it got too warm last night. So did you have to turn it down?
Yeah. We should have, but we were roasted last night.
So did you have your blankets all covered in your sleeping bag, or did you get
I kicked off my sleeping bag.
There you have it. They're in, and it got to probably in the 20s last night. Right before going to bed, I drove down the street in my truck and it was 31, 32 degrees. But that was before going to bed. So it probably got into the 20s and they said it was too hot. So there you have it. That's the XL15 canvas pop top. You know, the idea is the heat. It will heat the box. Yeah, you might be running the heater more because the canvas, but it's still doable. But the thing that I'm most excited to show off to you guys is, well, check it out. We got the MDC truck here with us. Somebody special has come out to visit us. Vaughn, who is the owner and founder of MDC, has come out, and we're on a video shoot showing off something really new. And it's the first, one and only in America. We first went to the RVDA show. That's a dealer only exclusive show, so no consumers can see it or come in. But now we're out in the wild getting some videos. This same unit is gonna make it down to our grand opening next week. So if you wanna see it in person, you can come. But check this beauty out. Here we are, the all new XT19. This is the perfect couples trailer. MDC's done a lot of cool things to this trailer to make it more for Americans. One of the things is they've ducted the heater, so now you're getting nice, more distributed heat throughout this camper. Vaughn, they're in there right now because it's freezing outside and it's actually pretty cold outside. Everybody's kind of in the campers. We'll come out later. We're gonna watch some football games. We got a TV area that we're hooking stuff up. But one of the cool things about this unit is over 1,200 watts of solar on the roof right now. That's stock. 1,225 watts stock, expandable to over 1,800 watts if you get the briefcases. So crazy amount of solar, right? The other cool thing is the batteries. 2 batteries, but these are 400 amp hour batteries. They're made by Renogy. It's a full Renogy system. You'll be able to work it with your phone. There's an app. You have digital displays, gives you the percentages of your battery, which is really nice. A lot of trailers, you don't have that type of detail. Just standard trailers, usually there's just dots and you have no idea when your trailer is actually gonna be dead or alive. The power system is awesome. As a matter of fact, we've been running, as you can see, we've been running the Starlink because to get here to this site, we're about 60 miles on the dirt road. Washboard, some pretty rugged terrain. Earlier we were off-roading and it got pretty gnarly. High clearance 4x4 stuff to go down to the Grand Canyon. But with the trailers, we brought them out here. 0 cell service, 0 fuel. We've had to bring extra fuel cans. We're going to run out of fuel before we get back. Luckily, we have the extra fuel cans, so we'll be okay. But we are testing this thing out in the middle of nowhere, in the snow. And one of the things that they have enhanced is the weather package. So they're trying to make it more 4 seasons, and they're made a lot of improvements. And we're out here with the owner. He's in it right now, using it, testing it. Really cool. Anytime you have an owner of the manufacturer using his product, that's powerful because it's for the end user ultimately, and then it's going to make for a better experience. And we've been running Starlink for the last couple days. No issues on power. So power is working good. I know they are staying nice and toasty when that heater's running, not on full blast, but they were running it and it warms up nice and warm in there. It is, I'll walk you around and kind of show you what it is. And these are updates. So one of the things that they really wanted to do with this unit is take it to the ceiling when it comes to components and quality, right? Some of the previous units we were getting, you know, they had Dometic ACs, and it's an okay AC. It's a very standard AC. A lot of people use it. Truma is kind of the top, right? There's really nothing above Truma. And so they now have a Truma air conditioning. Same thing with the furnace, right? They were using a Dometic furnace. Once again, not a big issue. And one of the reasons why at first he was like, well, they kind of got sticker shock because a lot of Truma stuff they have in Australia, but it's like half the price. Vaughn was telling me, he's like, Shane, it's very different coming to the US because in Australia, we're the second largest retailer of off-road trailers. We're just talking about a company that sells trailers, period. They're the second largest company that sells trailers in all of Australia. So he says our buying power in Australia is just way better because when we go out and reach out to a manufacturer that makes components, they give us the best deal because we're the second largest in the entire country. So they're going to give us good deals on stuff. With their volume there. In the US, they're currently very small, right? They're just starting in the US. So when you're comparing it to these Thors and Forest Rivers of the world, it's crazy how much, volume. They build 100,000 trailers, Forest River and Thor, right? So in the scheme of things, they said, man, these Trumas were really expensive, but they decided no expense spared. They wanted to put the premium components. So you now have the Truma AquaGo, which is actually what they were doing. And they also are using the Truma Vario heat. And that is a ducted system. So now it's going to be plumbed throughout the unit. So you'll have a duct going into the bathroom, a duct going into the bedroom. And the nice thing about this is if you've ever had a trailer that's not ducted, sometimes the bathroom will be frigid, right? Because you don't have that heat going into there. So that's definitely something that's huge. Another little silly little details, because we talked about the cassettes, right? And I think cassettes for an off-grid trailer is a fantastic option. But what they've done is they created a fill port up here, and then the cassette is down here. And the reason why they've insulated everything is they keep it out of the cold, but they've made this into a separate tank so you can actually pour antifreeze into the toilet system. So if you go somewhere extra cold, right? You don't want to mix antifreeze into your water tanks to flush your toilet. So the toilet has its own separate water tank essentially, and you're not mixing your antifreeze with your fresh water. So it's a separate tank that's designed just to flush the toilet. And well, I mean, you can obviously put a couple of gallons of antifreeze in there. It's not crazy expensive. And when you're out camping where it's snowing, you have zero concerns, zero worries about freezing your toilet system, right? And that's a big deal. Like if you're a hunter, you want a trailer, you want to get out in the wilderness, maybe you're not like super concerned about putting water into the tanks and to take showers and everything. You can bring jugs of water to drink and wash your hands and cook. But if you can't use the toilet, that's a bummer. That's one of the main reasons why I want a trailer is for the toilet. Another thing that they've done is just the evolution, right? Of things that they're doing. You open this up. Now you can see this is all insulated. And check this out. They always talk about their triple seals. And look at this. See how you have the dust right here? But that's because it's not hitting the seal right here. But when you come down into here, look at this. This is perfectly white. Like there is not a speck of dust in here. That's superb, right? These seals really hold the dust out very well in all of the compartment doors. One of the things that they've done to enhance it for America is they've recessed the water system inside this wet bay area. So now you're protecting your water lines inside a compartment door. And just on the other side of all of this water system is a heat duct. And so that heat duct is running along all of this system on the other side of the wall. And so you're getting radiant heat into this full area. And that's going to make it so this area doesn't freeze. Now it's not, I wouldn't say it's like fully set up for 4 seasons yet, but they definitely have made massive improvements, and that's so cool that MDC, they're just listening to the market, they're listening to what people want, and they're doing it. This 100%, you could go into sub 40 degrees and use the toilet without any issues, and that's really important. Now come over here. I love that they went away from the 2 spare tires and they went to the single spare tire and the ladder. To me, that's way more practical. Like, are you really going to blow out 2 tires? That would just be such a extreme case. In the outback, maybe you need that because you have to travel 1,000 miles off-road. The United States, we are crazy remote, and we drove 60 miles off-road. If we blew a tire, we would replace one And if we were really concerned, we could go back into town. Yeah, we'll take a couple hours to get back into town and get a new tire. Like, to me, 2 tires is overkill. It's very cool, makes your trailer look really cool, but this is awesome. This to me is very practical because now I can climb the roof, I can check my sills, you know, I can clean my solar panels because this thing has a crazy amount of solar on it now. So I want to be able to get up there and wipe them down. I'm so super happy with the ladder option. I like ladders to get on my trailer. Coming over to here, I'm not going to open up all the compartments because, like I said, Vaughn's in there taking it easy, relaxing. I don't want to be disturbing. Stay tuned. We're going to do some tours on this. That's the whole reason why we have it out here in the wilderness, so we can do some video content of it and show it off for you. Very excited about this trailer. Been waiting for it. It has the queen size bed inside with the huge lounge table, beautiful kitchen. Bathroom is massive. I literally sat in the shower, so it's very, very wide. Toilet area, lots of room for your arms to, you know, do your cleaning, right? You don't want to be all crammed in a little cubby or a little hole area. Really excited to show off more of the inside on some of our future tours. If you want to see this unit in person, this is the very first one. This is kind of pre-production. All the production units are coming, but even their proto pre-production is a fully functioning, beautiful trailer. There's really almost nothing that's going to change on the full production units because this unit is just so beautiful. Come check it out. It's going to be at our grand opening in our Mesa store in Arizona next week. So if you're watching this, this is November 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. You want to check it out, come and see this unit. We'll have it down there on display. You can walk through it, and then we should have some units coming available pretty quick. If you want to put in an order, it'd be one of the first ones to get one of these units. Hopefully the following month, sometime in December, we'll have these showing up at our showrooms in Colorado Springs, just outside of Greenville, South Carolina, ROA Off-Road, and Utah, and as well as the Mesa store. So, but you can see it next week at the grand opening. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for a lot more incredible content on this unit coming, and see you later.